That is my next bold prediction. Yazek is gonna die at Atherin's hand.
I mean, I think you can only have one foot in the death pool at a time, and we both said Nicole is the next one to die.
No. I'm not talking about
God,
next
look
one
at
to
that.
die.
Puncture.
I'm saying die at Atherin's hand. Alright, we are calling all Gundam Seed pilots. Are you ready to double your deployment? Join us on Patreon and get double episodes dropped right away. Once we reach 30 patrons, we'll bring double episodes to YouTube for everybody to experience. So fuel your Gundam addiction on Patreon. So let's build this community together, join Patreon, and get those double episodes of Gundam Seed.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Justin, and we are back with episode 24 of Gundam Seed Season 1. How about you go ahead and remind us of what happened last time?
Last time was a bit of a downtime episode between Kigali and Atherin, where they basically fought each other, took a break, fought each other, took a break, and then eventually came to a understanding between the two of them as people. Still not friends, still not on the same side, but there is a level of respect there. And it ended with signals not being jammed, and well, it seems like both of them being found by their respective sides.
I mean, the signals are still being jammed. He like launched a thing into the water. I guess like a booster signal thing. And then they got close enough to one another that both sides were able to find a distress signal.
Exactly.
Alright, well, you had said something before we started recording about how you found Kigali more likable than Flay.
Yes, because Kigali isn't out here just trying to manipulate people for her survival.
I think the thing that jumped into my mind that I wanted to include this in the actual recording for was the facet that Flay uses, obviously, her feminine wiles, if you will. You know, like when she strips down before going out to talk to Kira, with like her shirt all tied around the waist and loose on the top, so she bends over, obviously. You know, that whole thing.
Yep.
Versus Kigali, who everyone is still constantly confused that she's a girl.
Yeah.
Which is very weird.
Confusion, to me at this point, the confusion's becoming a bit.
Well, I don't even know that it's a bit, because I mean, it's like based in episode 1. It's just that the idea is that they did a shower scene with her. She's quite clearly a girl on all aspects.
Yeah, so I don't think it's intended to be a bit. I think it's more to show off the fact that she's like the intentional tomboy versus in comparison to Flay. But with the amount, like the fact that it happened again, it's starting to become a bit for me. That's what I mean.
So you're feeling about that the same way that I'm feeling about our own joke about busting a nut and other such things.
Correct.
Well, again, I don't know how many more times they can do it, but I guess in fairness, they've spread their bit out more than we have.
Oh, yeah.
We do it every time. Every time he's in the cockpit. He's busting his nut in the cockpit. Like I said, maybe it's going to come full circle. It's going to get funny again. Oh,
yeah. It'll get funny, lose funny, and then get funny after it loses it.
I guess technically nuts are seeds. So
Exactly.
It's not like we're incorrect. Our joke is accurate. Biotanically accurate. Other than that, though, anything else we can bring up here? Atherin and Kigali both got crabs?
Atherin didn't really get them. He saw them, but didn't get them.
Technically, he got crabs from her.
Technically.
If you recall. Because it
Crab.
yeah. Yeah, it's funnier though if I put it in a plural. There were 2 crabs. That makes crabs.
It's true, but Athrun only got one of them.
Yeah.
Athrun got crab, she got crabs.
Crab came out of her hair and got on Atherin, which is the normal way to get crabs, as I understand it.
That's funny.
Enough weird jokes about underage girls, I guess, and I guess let's get into the episode. I don't think there's much to talk about from last time, because last time was, again, Enemy Mine, for anyone who's ever seen that movie. Or that trope.
Indeed.
I guess we're not even going to handle what we talked about before. Already, they've done more damage to the Archangel off-screen than we've ever seen done to it.
Are we sure this is the correct episode? What?
It said episode 24, didn't it? Yeah, I know. I kind of hate that, too. The Archangel is more damaged than we've ever seen it in an off-screen attack.
Yeah, like, the environment matches, but...
Maybe the flashback is going to be middle of the episode. Let's see where the attack started.
Maybe?
It could be worse. Episode could have started with, like, Nicole dead on the ground and Athrun clutching his dead body. No! And then be like, what the fuck did we miss? Also, just random introduction into Silver Surfer skate pods.
What? What? I'm sorry, that really threw me off.
Yeah, you remember when the Blitz, like, stealthed up to the Archangel, stood next to the bridge, and just blasted at it for, like, a solid 2 minutes? And did no damage? Like, it heated up the outside, but otherwise it wasn't even a scratch on the damn thing?
Yeah.
And now we're blowing pieces of it off. It's trailing smoke. It's, like, blackened from all the hits. We've damaged the Archangel more than we ever have in an attack that was completely off screen.
Yeah, an attack that we didn't see.
Don't know. It is literally episode 24. So, Land of Peace. It's even titled the same title that the next time on was. I can only imagine that after the opening, we're going to go back to what happened after we picked up Kigali.
I hope so.
And then, yeah, and then Kigali's going to say everything, and then we're going to go into the attack proper. Unless this is a situation where they could not figure out a situation where the Archangel loses. And, well, what if we just start the episode with the Archangel losing? Then we don't have to explain it. As I said before, we've already been in a situation where it was 4v1, and the 1-1...
No, we're just back to...
That's fine, we don't use those things in Earth anyway. The hoverboard, that we've also never been introduced to up until now.
Yeah.
Also, arguably, if you just targeted the Gundams, when they fall off the ghouls?
Yeah.
Oh no, I shot at him as his forward momentum. The strike can just fly. It was all fucking lies before.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. They couldn't figure out how the Archangel could lose on screen. So it happens off screen. And then the moment we come back on screen, the strike just solves the entire goddamn thing. A situation, by the way, that the strike was in off screen.
Yeah, I know.
But we brought out the entire Pacific Fleet. Wait, why does Orb have forces? They're a neutral country.
Okay.
Oh fuck, you know what this is? They sent out their military and contacted both other forces and told them to withdraw. They're not a neutral country. They're a third faction. These aren't the actions. Switzerland didn't contact the Axis and the Allies and tell them to back off. That's not the actions of a neutral country.
And do we know anything about them right now? No.
Yeah, we do.
That makes them mysterious.
No, we do know them. Heliopolis was an Orb nation. Kaohsiung
That's all we know.
was an Orb location.
That's all we know.
We
They're
know that
still
they
mysterious.
have a massive Pacific fleet. We've just seen their leaders. Those neutral bastards, they always open fire on everybody.
They're true neutral.
Oh, someone's already debating in the comments my definition of neutral.
Yep.
Also, we've seen the Gundams take on an entire battleship force in space. What's your little navy gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so fuck the neutral thing. What a name drop. Also, you're now at a heavy risk of Bad Girl taking you hostage.
Yes.
Now that explains the dress.
Yeah.
Ah, see, that's what they should have done to the Lacus situation. Well, you can't really prove that's lag, because I mean, I can see her, but that could be anything. AI technology these days, am I right, guys? By the way, did we save Yazik from drowning in the ocean?
I don't know.
What the fuck? That doesn't make sense either. Durka, stop! You'll hit the orb ship. You mean like how we accidentally blew up Heliopolis by not caring about what we shot at? From all that battle damage off screen.
Yeah.
Couldn't even scratch the damn thing before.
That ship's like not good.
Also, why does Atherin need a goon? Is that what they're called? We know his claw mode has these like giant thrusters on its back.
Yeah.
It should be the only one that can really fly. Well, thank God we aim for shit.
Hey?
I mean, though it looks like I was completely wrong. I said Kigali was tied to Zaft, and she seems tied to that orb.
公式発表の文章はすでに走行の第2案が
Which explains why she was on an orb colony, not a Zaft colony.
そちらはお任せ
Yeah.
するあの船とモルゲンレーテには私がはどうにも厄介なものだあの船は今さら言っても仕方ありますまい
So Orb designed the Gundams, the third-party orb, to give to Earth Force? Which I guess makes sense. They're on Earth. Orb is on Earth, but they have space bases too?
I don't know.
And their space colonies suck compared to the plants, I'll tell you that much. I think it was held together by rope. It literally is a third faction now, you can't deny that.
Just saying.
Yeah, I know, I'm giving you your win. This is a third. Undeniably, they made super weapons, they have a military, and space colonies. They're no different from Earth Force.
No. However, the peaceful music combined with what we just came from now has me confused.
Oh, it's because we got the princess on board, and we didn't take her hostage.
Yes, the fact that will help.
And he's not an Egyptian Rambo anymore. It's Orb Rambo?
Orb Rambo.
それはこれから会われる人物に直接聞かれる方がよろしかろう。オーブの獅子、ウズミならアスハ様にな。こんな発表、素直に信じろっていうのか。足つきはすでに
I'll pause on that when I do the notes later.
なんて本気で言ってんの？それで済むって？俺たちバカにされてんのかね？やっぱ体調が若いからかな？
Wait.
そんなことはどうでもいい。
Zaft attacked Kaohsiung, which was an Orb area already. We should already be at war with Orb. How are they neutral?
I
Also,
don't know.
We destroyed an Orb space colony. Like, we have attacked them many times.
Yeah.
いや、ザラ隊長。だから、はい、そうですか。
Yo, that was
No.
a slap in the face.
カーペンタリアから圧力をかけてもらうが、すぐに解決しないよう
I
な。
mean, remember, it was Zaft ships falling to Earth in episode 1 at the very beginning, attacking Kaohsiung. That's how the
Yeah.
entire show started.
どうあれ
I think Atherin's gonna be the one to take out our white-haired friend.
Nah. Yazek ain't going out that way.
Yazek is poking the bear with Atherin hard right now, though.
Yeah, but Yazek's the most combat ready of them all. Everyone else is, except for maybe Durka, is like, I don't know what to do about this. I'm conflicted by my feelings. And Yazek's like, I want to kill that son of a bitch.
That is my next bold prediction. Yazek is gonna die at Atherin's hand.
I mean, I think you can only have one foot in the death pool at a time, and we both said Nicole is the next one to die.
No. I'm not talking about
God,
next
look
one
at that.
to die.
It's puncture.
I'm saying die at Atherin's hand.
God, it's like Artemis all over again.
Yeah.
可能性ゼロとは言わないがね。どのみち船を修理する時間も必要だし。ですよね。でもまあここは難しい国でね。こうして入国させてくれただけでも結構驚き者だからな。大部川次第ってところさ。
It's funny, the orb military defense is a giant orb.
Yeah.
父さんや母さんいるんだもんね。
会いたいか?
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically it's an Earth Federation ship filled with people from an orb colony, so why would they treat them as hostile? You could basically treat them as though they stole the ship from Earth Federation.
Yeah.
Though you probably wouldn't want to do that because you made it for the Earth Federation and you want to be tied to that. It's supposed to be a secret. It's weird. I'm a weird circle jerk right now.
A little bit.
Why do you have a home here? Your dad was a senator for the Earth Federation people. Unless they're implying her mom was from Orb.
I think that's the implication.
Despite what everyone in Zaft saw.
Yeah.
Maid or mom? What do you think?
Maid.
Yeah.
I think the mom is going to be blonde, that's why.
失礼いたしました。そうであったなら一層わかりやすくてよいがな。ヘリオポリスの件、巻き込まれ志願兵となったというこの国の子供たち。危機を呼ぶ戦場での X ナンバー。
I mean, we already seen her in the dress. We know what's gonna happen.
人命のみ救い、あの船とモビルスーツはこのまま沈めてしまった方が良いのではないかと。
I guess it also explains why Earth Force didn't take so much offense to Heliopolis. It just fucking wasn't theirs.
Yeah.
ヘリオポリスや子供たちのこと、私などが申し上げる言葉ではありませんが、一個人としては本当に申し訳なく思っております。
よい。あれはこちらにも非のあること。
Yeah, you fucking made them.
国の内部の問題でもあるのでな。我らが中立を保つのはナチュラル、コーディネーター、どちらも敵としたくないからだ。
Wait, aren't you naturals?
力なくばその意志を押し通すこともできず。だからといって力を持てる。
I'm confused even more.
軍人である君らにはいらぬ話だろうがな。
うずみ様のお言葉もわかります。ですが、我々は
ザフトは次々と新しい機体を投入してくるのだぞ。なのに
Literally the scene where Bad Girl suggests that she take Kira's parents hostage to force him to pilot the Gundam.
Yeah.
こちらも機関を沈めなかった最大の訳をお話しせよ。
Because we made it.
ストライクのこれまでの戦闘データとパイロットであるコーディネーターキラ・ヤマトのモルゲン霊帝の技術協力を我が国は希望している。叶えばこちらもかなりの便宜を機関へ図れることとなろう。
宇住様、それは。
Literally all you'd be giving them is data on the thing that they made and how it works.
Yeah.
I wonder what the implication is between the connection of this and Waltfield.
I don't know.
Waltfield knew that she belonged in like a princess dress, implying that he knew she was a princess. Like he recognized her or something.
Yeah.
私は反対です。この国は危険だ。
そう言われたって。じゃあどうする？ここで船降りてみんなでアラスカまで泳ぐ？
そういうことを言っているのではありません。修理に関しては代価をと。
わかりますけどね。
それで済むものかしら。何も言わなかったけど、ザフトからの圧力ももう当然あるはずよ。それでもかばってくれている理由は。
Yeah, I mean they're 100% not neutral.
No.
Zaft has attacked them, and they made super weapons for the Earth Federation.
They're on your side. They just can't say that they're not neutral.
No, they
for
can.
political reasons.
No, what's the political reason? They're already under attack from Zaft. They gained nothing by being neutral. They might as well have made the weapons themselves for themselves.
やめてください、少佐。セクハラです。
Oh, but staring at your chest the whole time and making suggestive sexual comments to you wasn't also sexual harassment.
I think they're eventually gonna hook up anyways, so.
Probably. She didn't seem to super against it when he was doing the advanced thing the first time, but except for that huge coffin thing that she wears around her neck, implying that she's already regretting a past relationship.
Yeah.
The same thing we see a cross for in the end credits. Talking right at the camera. Cool. Political intrigue time.
Yeah.
Which is fine, I'm for it. It's just confusing. This is a confusing setup episode with a really shit opening.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it's not even that it was a shit opening. It was a shit opening for the current episode.
Well, it was a shit opening because, again, of all the combats we've ever seen the Archangel in, the time that it's the worst damage that we've ever seen it have was off screen. And then the combat that they're in, starting with it damaged, Kira instantly wins. So,
yeah.
It's like if the fight had happened on screen, Kira would have instantly won anyway, and the thing would never have been damaged. They couldn't figure out how to make it lose on screen.
Yeah.
より強き者が勝つ。それは古より誰もが知る戦いの構図。より多くの力を、より強き腕を欲し続けるのはそれゆえの豪華、平和な明日を望む心か。だが、その力の向く先を忘れたとき、人は次回機動戦士ガンダムシード。果てなきロンド。
What?
繰り返されるその意味を知れガンダム。
I think they're having like a battle test arena, and it looks like the other guys infiltrate and have to pretend to be pilots. And it works because they are pilots, but
This pulled me out hard.
It didn't pull me out. I actually like this episode a lot. I just really don't like the fact, again, I'm harping here, but
yeah.
the one time we see the Archangel lose, it loses due to a pre-existing condition off-screen. We didn't end one episode with it being severely damaged and see the fight there, and we didn't start this episode with the fight to get severely damaged. We time skipped.
Okay. So, one, we went from all the plot armor to look at the damage. We did some cool stuff with Kigali, but like it's just the pacing didn't work.
I like the reveal of Kigali because Kigali's thing has been a running thing for me. I've mentioned it since episode 1, and now we finally have payoff. And I was wrong, and I like being wrong in a way that makes me like, oh, okay, this is world building. I was wrong in a way I appreciate because this kind of makes sense, even though it doesn't. Somebody in the comments is going to be like explaining the orb situation to me. I fully get that, but the fact that Kaohsiung is attacked in episode 1, it's tied to orb. I think maybe they said it was an Earth. No, here's the thing. They called it the homeland, and I think everyone was correcting me before that wasn't their homeland because they're not Earth Force, they're orb. So they're saying that the homeland's under attack, and we see that it's zaft, so they're already not neutral. You can't be neutral with people that are attacking you. They're instantly hostile, unless you're stupid. If you're like playing an RTS, and you leave the people that are attacking you on neutral, your people are just going to keep walking into them and getting shot to death.
Yeah. So, did you ever... On the video game topic, this will be the best way to explain it. It seems like the reveal of the fact that the ship can take damage was done so wrong. Did you ever play Legend of the Dragoon?
Yeah.
Okay, so was there a point that you did or didn't get to? Did you beat it? What's the...
I beat it, but it was so long ago. I mean, I played it on, it was original PlayStation, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
A 4-disc game, if I recall right. And I played it for so long.
Just to be courteous, spoiler warning, I want to say disc 1 or 2.
For like a 20-year-old game.
1. Yeah. When you get to the point where you do the ceremonial arena fight stuff, where
I don't remember any of it. I beat it.
It's in disc 1, but either way, it's when you first meet one of the big villains in it, and they set up the arena battles that to each have gimmicks, but it's like main character versus one person with gimmick, and you go through 2 of them, right? Up until this point, you felt like you've had the plot armor. But they show that it's not 100% there. Then they lead into the fight where it's impossible to win.
See, I would probably put this more like Final Fantasy VI territory, where you can fight any fight you want to fight, and some of them might be hard, some of them might be easy. But there's like patrolling bosses in a place that specifically is designed to beat you because you're not supposed to be there. This is like a sneak-through area, and you can't get past it because you have to do like a special thing first. So if you just walk in there, the thing will fucking beat you. It's a pre-programmed loss.
Like, it's the idea... It would be like the idea of going from cool fight, here's your plot armor, boom, you can't win. Like, they literally... The amount of damage they show it do, comparison to everything else, with 0 build-up.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that.
It's almost like they switched shows for the first part of the episode.
You instantly went to, did we miss an episode? And when the moment you said that, I was like, oh shit. Is this an element of, we've been watching the high-def version, which has a different number episode scheme?
Yeah.
And for some reason we went to standard definition, which might be an episode or 2 out of whack? I don't think so.
Neither do I.
I think obviously the thing here is, okay, we're going to go into Orb territory. Orb made these things. It's obviously the place we can repair them. So this is obviously the one time we can damage the shit. So let's damage it as much as we can, so that while they're in orb territory, it can be repaired. And that makes sense, because who else could repair this thing?
That's fine, but give us even a minute of flashing scenes of rescue into getting to the ship in the setup, then do this cool attack and even introduce the gliders. That's fine.
Well, last episode I mentioned the fact that a map was in the background as they were talking about their path. If the map had said something, and maybe it did, I'm 90% sure it didn't, or if somebody could have been saying it while they were talking about their path, and like, oh, this will pass us through orb territory. You know, something like that could set things up, because, we've heard orb before. At the very least, it would have raised questions. But again, yeah, the fact that we've been in so many fights now, and that the Archangel has never been damaged, like, not even scratched, and now it's covered in burn marks, it's trailing smoke, engines got blown off, fins got blown off. It's crazy. It's a crazy amount of damage for the 4 things we've gotten into fights with before. That didn't do anything.
Exactly.
But I at least appreciate that now we're in political territory. And we're going with, we've got infiltrators from the Zaft side. We've got apparently people in Orb that side with Zaft, that are willing to betray their own government. The guy who's in control, Lord Uyena, or whatever they said his name was, has already said it's like an internal squabble. The fact that we made these things and gave them to Earth Force. Also, it's internal squabble about what Zaft did to Heliopolis. But again, Zaft is already openly attacking you on Earth. Do not know why you're not with the Earth Federation.
Yeah, there's I'm just have so many logistical and
I'm assuming these are the questions you're having, similar to mine, are going to be answered in upcoming episodes, because I feel like, despite the jokey, the infiltrators are in this little game dome area with mobile suits, that we're going to get, political questions answered. Because I don't think you can just be here and, show us that there's, Zaft sympathizers in Orb without, getting into the nitty-gritty of it. Plus I think you have to, for the Kigali backstory aspect of things.
I think so?
Why did Kigali run off to an Orb colony? What is she running from? Her dad's responsibility to her versus the country, which we kind of got into there on the table discussion. Basically everything that's going on with Orb. Why does Orb have a massive military if it's predominantly supposed to be neutral? You'd figure the first step in being a neutral territory would be not being a threat to those that would,
Yeah.
We will have a very small defensive force, but otherwise stay neutral in world affairs, say Japan, circa 1950s.
Yeah, it just left me confused.
Like I said, I think it's just an episode that needs the follow-up episodes. I'm unhappy with the opening, because I would prefer to have seen the Archangel be damaged, rather than start damaged.
Agreed.
It wasn't even this damaged when it was escaping Heliopolis after being, multiple explosion rocked. The explosions that killed the crew before everyone else arrived.
Yeah. It was just left in a... there could have been... I think there could have been a full episode detailing the rescue and the damage.
I mean, the rescue, I'm not going to harp on that much. I mean, we started predicting that we would see the rescue going into, a debrief or a flashback dealing with it.
Yeah.
So obviously, the moment we said, oh, maybe it'll be a flashback, we've already kind of written off the rescue as being, passable, that we could just talk about it and assume it'd been done.
Yeah.
But we fast-forwarded over the rescue, over any debrief, to well, they're going to attack him at some point. Might as well just assume it's already happening. God, I can't wait for the comments to roast us over us missing some minor detail. That was like, explained everything. Oh no,
Yeah.
remember before they said they were going to launch out to save them literally the next day. If you've been paying attention, obviously that's what's happening here. I don't know why I'm instantly insulting our audience by assuming that they're going to talk down to us. Maybe it's experience that's taught me that.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Any other thoughts before we wrap up here?
No.
Alright then. Well, once again, I have been Theta, this has been Justin, we've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?